Hello, everyone. This is Jeremias Espinel, and today I'm going to talk about plagiarism and in-text citations. This is my ID card. Okay. Um, this is the number on my ID card. Okay. Why does this matter? First, what is plagiarism? Plagiarism is when you take someone else's work, but you don't acknowledge it, so it it passed off as your own work. This is very serious, very serious. If you write down something, okay, if you read from another person one idea that you say, "Oh my goodness, this is so great," okay, and you write it down, it can be in the words that you read it or on your own words. But if you don't say that the idea was originally from another person and you say that person, if you don't do that, that is plagiarism because you're basically saying that that the idea that the idea or the study that you are saying that you are writing, it is your own work, which is not, and we have to avoid it at all costs because this is a serious infraction. It doesn't matter if it was unintentionally, let's hope it is not intentional, okay? But this can lead to serious consequences, like legal consequences too. So, what can we do to avoid it? We have a way, and it is with the in-text citations, in-text citations for academic honesty. Right here, I write down a citation from our didactic guide. It says, Vivanco 2021 asserts that plagiarism constitutes a direct violation of academic codes of conduct, and the best way to prevent it is by citing the authors. Okay? How can we cite the authors? How can we know actually that something is plagiarism? I forgot to say this. There are many ways to plagiarize something. Let's head back, okay? There are many ways to plagiarize a work from someone. We can copy paste the whole paragraph, which is the most known. We can also self plagiarize, which is crazy. If you have done a study or a work and you write it down without acknowledging the public that that work was from the past, you're saying that that work is recent, which is not true, which is also plagiarism. Many other ways there exist, but one of um, one that I found very common is find and replace. This is basically keeping the original text structure but replacing specific words with synonyms. People think that this is not plagiarism. I'm not plagiarizing. No, you are using the same idea. The idea was the same, so it is not yours. Please avoid that with citations. How can we citate? Well, there are many ways to citate. This is a box that I made um, for you to see. There are many styles: one author, two authors, three authors, and there is also two ways to do it with narrative citation or parenthetical citation. Okay, in narrative citation, this is good because we can keep talking and then we say that someone did that work. But parenthetical citation is it's more specific. More specific. You are being more specific that that idea is from this person, okay? And it says e.g. because it is just an example. Vivanco and Jeremias, that is me, okay? So it is just an example that doesn't exist. But Vivanco 2021, it does exist, okay? There is correct and incorrect citations. This is a citation from the book from Viktor Frankl, The Man in Search from Meaning, I think it is. And I wrote down two paragraphs with the same citation. But the thing it is this one. This is a parenthetical citation, but when we are citing someone else's work, we have to say their surname, okay? And if you see the one on the bottom, it says Viktor Frankl 2006, which is not correct because we just have to say Frankl 2006, okay? Next, paraphrase and quoting. Now we will use a paragraph from the article Factors from Eating Disorders, Findings from a Rapid Review 2023. This is this is the quoting. Abuse, trauma, and childhood obesity are strongly linked to eating disorders. However, less conclusive evidence exists regarding developmental factors such as role of in utero exposure to hormones. Okay, so when we are doing an in text citation, we can still uh, talk or write like in our own way, and you can see it right here. Correct research indicates a strong connection between eating disorders and early life adversities such as trauma, abuse, and childhood obesity. And there is the the um, the citation, the parenthetical citation, Barakat et al. 2023. If you remember, this is a 3 plus authors citation. Okay. Sorry. There is also a direct quotation, which is when we want to cite something, but we do it like the whole paragraph. Okay. It says the author state that abuse, trauma, and childhood. This was the exact words that I said a while back. And there is also the correct citation, Barakat et al., 2023, but a little bit more, which says where you can find that in the book that or the article that we were talking about. So paraphrase and quotation are different ways to paraphrase something, but it is important to note this. For me, it is better to in-text citation than direct quotation because it shows understanding of the topic. It shows that you have read what you are quoting, and it shows that you know what you're talking about, and it also helps you to in the to to use your own writing style and voice throughout the whole paper. Okay. For a professional individual, it is vital to understand what plagiarism is and how to avoid it. First, what is plagiarism? It is to take someone else's work and state it as your own work, intentionally or unintentionally. How can it happen? It happens when the information is not acknowledged as a study by another person. If it is not stated, the information is supposedly from the writer, from you. What can we do to avoid plagiarism? The easiest way to prevent plagiarism is by citing the author in an in-text citation or a direct quotation. It is easy, smart, and respectful to give credit to the author. Please be polite and cite the writer. That was my presentation. So pleased to letting you know this information and have a great day.